we can start. Welcome everyone to the first day of the Code Sprint of the Builder Days. Welcome to all the organizations that are here today on behalf of OGC. And I start with a few words about the motivation for doing these code sprints in the first place. So basically, we can see these days geospatial data everywhere, whether we're talking about travel times, sensors, weather, and so on. And there's this growing availability of data is spiking an interest in using this data. We can also look at the trends for Google Trend for geospatial API. You can see there's been an interest lately. But sometimes the lack of interoperability can lead to solutions that are not optimal. So the fact that we have all this proliferation of web APIs doesn't mean that necessarily they can talk to each other. And this is the reason why here in OGC, we dedicate our time and effort to create standards for geospatial information. So for those who are new to OGC, and welcome to all of you, we are an organization, a member-driven organization, where members come together to develop and maintain standards for geospatial information. So our final goal is to make geospatial information fair, so findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. And we do that with a collaborative approach where members come together and follow a formal consensus process designed to maximize the interoperability of the standards. So the code sprints are an important piece of this process. So together with the standard working group meetings and where all the discussions take place, and the GitHub activity, where you can actually monitor the evolution of the standards at every step of the way. So these days, most of the development of the standard takes place on GitHub. But then we have a moment where we come together in a room with developers, so the people who implement the standards. And this is a very important feedback loop, because this is when we can really put the standards into practice, make experiments, and gather that important feedback that makes sure that the standards addresses all the use cases that they should address. So this is the moment. The code sprint is that moment. And I would say, apart from supporting the development of the standards, there's also an important role, which is fostering implementations of the standards. So we have a lot of developers that come here to work on their implementations of the standards, either to update them or to create them. And there's also a role that we see here in the code sprints, which is outreach, so to create awareness of the standards. And this is for the people, mostly for the people who come here for the first time and welcome to the sprint. We have a track where we offer tutorials and workshops that can show you how you can use the standards in a practical manner. So as usually, this code sprint is open to all standards, all OGC standards. You can check in the wiki page what are the standards working groups that registered specifically for this code sprint. And this means that you will have people from the standard working group that will be developing some activities during the sprint, but of course you are also welcome to work on other standards. And in this code sprint, we'll have 3 special tracks. So I'm gonna speak like briefly about what they are. We already did an overview of the tracks and the goals of each track during the pre-event webinar. So we're not gonna repeat that. You're very welcome to watch the recording if you like. But I'm just going to mention that we will have one track about the GIMI standard. So Geoimagery Media for Intelligence Service and Reconnaissance. And for this track, we will have a mentor here. We'll have Joe, and his Discord handle is over there. We'll also have Devin. I don't have his Discord handle here, but I'll post it later. So if you are interested in this track, in working in activities regarding GIMI, you can reach out to Joe on Discord. There's also a Discord channel called GIMI, and this will be the place to go if you are interested in activities regarding GIMI. We have another track about developing JSON encoding for the GeoCML. So we have also several people here as mentors for this track. So we have Mark Rattenbury, which is not here in person, but he will be online. And this is his Discord handle. We have Gobi. Gobi is sitting over there, Gobi Obonen. And he's online as well in Discord. And we have Ed Lewis, which is just over there, and he's also shared his handle. So this will be, if you are in the room and you are interested in this track, please talk to one of them, or even online. And I think Mark will be in another time zone, which is great because it means we'll have this track 24/7 going on. And finally, we have a track about 3D tiles and GLTF. And we have in person here the 2 mentors. So we have Sean sitting over there. Here is his Discord handle as well. And we have Tom sitting here. So there's a channel in Discord for 3D tiles. And I forgot to mention there's also one for GeoCML. So this could be also a starting place to go if you are interested in hearing more about these activities. For the 3D tiles community standard and GLTF, we'll organize an informal meeting after Shen's presentation this morning. So the people who are interested in this track, we can coordinate the activities. So a big thanks to our sponsors, and I would like to call Tam from Esri and Shen from Cesium Bentley to say a few words to us on behalf of your organization, if you like.
So,
yeah, please come here because of the mic.
So thanks, John. I appreciate you. I'm Tam Belanda from Esri. I think most of you folks from OGC, I think I know you. But we wanted to participate in this code sprint because Esri, as you know, is active in the 3D space and geospatial. We, along with Cesium, we had worked in bringing I3S to the community, which was the first 3D streaming format. And recently, just the last 6 months or so, we worked with Cesium and others to actually bring a dual layer type, the Gaussian splats in 3D tiles, and participated a lot. And in that process, we felt like, well, it would be really great to actually contribute to this process when GLTF is evolving to bring more of 3D tiles behavior. We'd love to be there and participate with the community. So that was the intent why we came to this code sprint. Really share what we know, what we have done in the past in this new evolution of 3D tiles in GLTF, and would love to hear any feedback, any questions that folks here might have. And yeah, as a takeaway for us from this is that we want to learn what people want to do with it, and then also evolve the format along with you all. So thank you for this opportunity, and we're happy to be sponsoring this as well.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Lilly from CDM. This is my first code sprint. I'm really excited to be here. I have a lot of different things I'm working day to day, but this week is very focused for me. So it'll be a good opportunity to work on 3D Tiles 2.0 and GLTF 2.1. And also really excited that Tam is here and we can just collaborate together. Yeah, that's all I have. Thanks everyone for coming.
Thank you. Ed, would you like to say some words on behalf of EGS?
Hi, so I'm Ed Lewis. I work at the British Geological Survey and here representing RUGS, where I sit on the committee which develops the GSIML standard. It's coming up to its 21st birthday this year as a standard, so it's quite long running. It's very, very well used in government geological surveys globally. But yeah, it's in need of a refresh and adjacent encoding to make it a bit more compatible with our modern web systems. So yeah, any help, yeah, gratefully received from everyone here. Thank you very much.
So I'm not sure if there's someone online from Amy. Check. They're not online. Okay. In any case, thanks to them, and we also want to say thanks to GeoVation.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to GeoVation. I just wanted to say a few words of welcome and tell you a little bit about what GeoVation is all about, so that hopefully you come back. So just by show of hands, who has been to GeoVation before? Okay, cool. So if it's your first time at GeoVation, hands up. Awesome. Great. So I'll just tell you a little bit about GeoVation. My name's Abba Osinsade, and I joined the team about 4 months ago as the ecosystem lead. So within my responsibility are all of the events that we put on for our community, both around the accelerator program that we run twice a year, but as well as for our wider membership group, who you can see at their desks today. GeoVation is a joint venture between Ordnance Survey and HM Land Registry, ultimately with the goal of getting location data into the hands of more builders, makers, and innovators. We truly believe that location data has valuable applications beyond like the world of geospatial as we know it. We think whether you're building in utilities, energy, resilience, financial services, there's an opportunity for you to leverage location data as a way to build better solutions for your customers. So if you are building with location data or know someone who is, I would really encourage you to sign up to our membership. It's free and it gives you access to regular events from our breakfast club to our data workshops with OS developers. It also gives you access to tech clinics. So if you're building proof of concepts or MVPs, you can sit with our developers and bring them to life, although you all seem very adept at coding, so you might not need that kind of support. But yeah, needless to say, we hope that you will come back. Also wanted to signpost that we have an innovation festival happening at Explorer House this June on the 24th and 25th. That's Ordnance Surveys HQ. Again, it's a 2-day free event. We'll be bringing people together on sprints across a different number of use cases from, resilience to National Underground Assets Register, which is something that we manage. And if you'd like to find out more, you can literally just type into your search bar OS Innovation Festival. But yeah, please enjoy the next few days. All of our team will be around if you want to find out more and also just to help. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. So the scheduled fire drills are on Fridays at 11 a.m. now. However, if there is a fire drill, that means it's real. So please follow the fire exit signs through the staircase. They're signposted here, through there, and through there. Toilets are also
through there. Kitchen for refreshments is there. And yeah, if you need any other support, just give us a wave.
If it happens, it's not a drill.
It's real. Walk in a calm manner down the stairs.
Was confusing last time.
So we are here in the quadrant room, and this is where, for the people who are in the room, this is where the meetings will take place, the daily briefbacks, the stand-up, and the final demo session. We have other two rooms that were converted into one room, Hillary and Tenzing. So if you go out through that door and walk past the corridor, on the left-hand side, you will see the first room. This is the Hillary and Tenzing room, which is now a single room. And this is where the mentor streams tutorials will take place during the code sprint. So the room is already set up and ready, and we'll start with the onboarding session, which will already take place on that room. If you want to work quietly or not, this is the main room to do that. And I think you already saw that you have some, this is the area where you have coffee and so on. Okay, so a couple of words about the participants of the sprint, So we have an interesting mix of people. We have people who are very experienced software developers and others that are not coding every day. And even if this is a code sprint, we also welcome other activities in the sprint. So testing, documentation, issues, discussions, etc. So you don't need to be necessarily coding to be here. But we can see there are all different levels of coding experience, and I think that's great. And we also have participants from all corners of the world. Obviously, there's more emphasis on Europe, especially in the UK, which is a local event. It's good. But we also see people from other places. This data is not only for people who are here in person, it also includes online participants, which means we will have some activity in Discord throughout the entire day. So in the morning, in the evening, there will be someone working. So what happens during the code sprint? So we'll have discussions. After all, this is the reason why we are here 3 days, all working at the same time. The opportunity to share conversations, discussions with others. We'll have a lot of independent work or autonomous work, so moments where people go and develop code or do any other activities on their own, or maybe in a group as well. It all can happen also sometimes. And then we'll have the mentor stream, which is sort of a more structured track. So you will have, if you are attending the mentor stream, you will have a stream of tutorials. This time, for the first time, I think it will be during the 3 days of the sprint, not only during the first day that we call onboarding day, but during the entire duration of the code sprint. And if you are new to Discord, welcome to Discord. You can check, there are different tabs. There is one section on the left-hand side where you can see the channels, and there are different sections. The general section, you have the general channel, which is very general for discussing anything. But then you have more specific topical channels. And these are where the focus discussions take place. So for instance, if you are interested in one of these tracks, GSML, 3D tiles, you can find the specific channel. But there are also channels for other standards, for OGC API, coverages, EDR, and so on. We'll have the mentor stream onboarding in about 1 hour. it will be in this Teams meeting, or if you are in person, it will be in the Hillary Tenzing room over there. And I won't share the agenda because it's a very long agenda, but I think it's important to mention. Well, first of all, there is the maybe I'll just show the schedule. So if you go to the wiki page and go to the section schedule section, you will see the program for the 3 days. So this is where we are now. Sorry, here. Welcome and opening remarks. And in this column you will find a link. So there's a link for Teams, for Microsoft Teams. It's always the same meeting, so you can just always come to this one. And in the case of practical activities, there's a link to Discord, because independent work will take place in Discord. Here you have, in this column, you have the program for the main track. So as you can see, there's not a lot of structure. So we don't have a lot of meetings because we want to give people the opportunity to work on their projects, their assignments. But there are some meetings, however, that we have scheduled on the calendar. So one is the daily brief back, and this takes place at the end of the working day, so at 5, here in this room for the people who are in person. And this is a meeting to share anything you would like to share about your work during the day. So what you achieved, any highlights, any feedback that you would like to give, any blockers, and so on. So you can do that here, or you can just do a summary of what you did. Because we are going to have 3 tracks here in this sprint. I think we'll ask each one of the tracks, a representative of each one of the tracks, to brief us on what they were doing. So maybe the people in the track can get together, and then they can get like a summary for presenting, for sharing with the rest. Then we have another meeting to highlight, which is the stand-up at 10, also here in this room. And I think for those who are developers, you're quite familiar already with the stand-up. So this is a meeting where we quickly share what we are going to work during the day. So it's not meant to be a very long meeting or to have like very deep discussions. It's just a status update. So regarding what you think you're going to do during the day, and we just go around. And it will be, I think it will also be convenient if each of the tracks can summarize what their goals are for during the day. So we'll have the stand-up at 10 each day, so tomorrow, and then Wednesday again at 10. And the daily brief back will be also at 5 today and tomorrow. And on Wednesday, we'll not have the daily brief back. Because it's the last day, we'll have the demos and wrap-up session. So this will be the final session, the closing session, where people will have the opportunity to share demos of what they work on during the code sprints. And again, this is we're developing prototypes here, so it does not need to be extremely polished. We just like to see what you achieved. So as for the mentor stream track, so you can see it's parallel, but it's not overlapping with the stand-ups and the daily brief back, because we want everyone to be here. But there's a parallel program that you can check in this column. Starts with the onboarding, and it goes on during the 3 days. So it's possible to sit on that room during the 3 days and just watch the tutorials during the duration of the sprint. If you want to organize ad hoc meetings, feel free to add those on the schedule on the wiki page. Yeah, we've done those before. Sometimes people are working and they feel the need to discuss a certain topic and they want to involve more people, especially people who are online. So you can add that in the schedule, and I can also advertise it in the daily brief back and on Discord. And okay, finally we'll have the slides. We'll try to get the slides uploaded to GitHub. There will be video recordings, not only of the demo session. This session is also being recorded. And if you want more information, you can check out the GitHub repository. This is where you can find the slides and other materials, and the wiki page that has the updated agenda that I showed you. And with that, I think we can close this quite early and start sprint. Before I just ask if there are any questions. Okay. Thank you for coming and enjoy the code sprints.
One little thing I was gonna say, we do have a number of sprint participants that have a lot of experience with Kiwi. So if you find yourself trying to figure out where to start, just do let us know. At least 3 or 4 that have implemented Kiwi in various applications. So
Do you want to tell them to say there?
well, I mean, I can always
Point to them? Yeah, point to them.
Well, yeah, John Masso and Julia, we have implemented Kiwi using, I think, JavaScript. Can maybe have maybe say a few words about what you've done for the test bed, which you guys are giving. Could you just say?
Yes. Well, we started by going against the plan. There is a library that I recommend to all of you that is called the A. That is actually an official the library that everybody uses. But we wanted to demonstrate interoperability, so we ignored the library and we created our own. Our own is focused on cloud optimized strategies. We call it SIG optimized 8. So it's LibSOH. And after doing this library and understanding the different boxes and the data structures that are in the file, we started to apply this library into our map browser. We have been developing a map browser that's called Map Browser, and there we can, if you want, we can show you how agile the approach is based on this idea of basically.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so if you have any questions regarding Kiwi, we've got a number of participants here. And Martin has also implemented a readout for Kiwi using Java and Apache SIS. And I think we should implement something for images as well. So usually by yeah. So the screenshot supporting every
But what I'm doing is to take also raw images to convert to Jimmy. What will happen? So where this workload, where both from Jimmy are format and another.
yeah. All right, thank you. Back to you, John.
Not Jimmy, give
Let's give. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, no, I was just asking if there are questions.
We still not, we haven't clarified how to pronounce this HEI.
Yeah,
So most of the people say if, like teeth, but without the T.
Hi,
Some others use
Hi.
another pronunciation.
hi. Okay.
I
Or yes. Yeah, and yeah, so and then Seb has done some work on the executable test suite training session. So yeah, we've got plenty of expertise in the room.
I think also Jerome.
No.
No, okay, sorry.
It's something in the 20.
And the code spread here before.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
And we have, our server actually serves things at, but I think things changed in the last SSD, so now it's
Oh,
not the
that
same
is-
anymore because things change.
Okay, so, well, if there are no more questions, we can start the sprint officially. Thank you.